Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Deadzerg and Neuro on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player, it is Deadzerg. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Neuro. So two GM level players who have been featured on my channel recently. Who will win? Who will come out on top? You don't know because they've both been featured. Okay, so they both send me wins and losses. So even if you knew who sent this, you would not know who would win. Alright, so here we go with the PvZ. Again, my favorite matchup. I know I say that a lot, but it is. There's just a lot of different things you can see. You can see Disruptor play. Roach, Hydra, Muta, Ling, Baneling has its place in this matchup. It didn't used to. It does now. Get a lot of Immortals. You can see Void Rays sometimes here. Even some Carrier Sky Toss stuff out of Protoss as well. So probe in here for Deadzerg. I like this early scout. I like it a lot. See exactly what is going on. Get some harassment and send these drones away to other mineral patches. Not allow them to use this at all. So annoying. So annoying as a Zerg, but you can't really pull the workers off to kill the probe because that's not worth it either. So scouts the timing on that extractor. Knows there's a hatch down. And there goes the pool for Neuro as well. Here comes the first gate for Deadzerg and the assimilator. Next we will see the Nexus. He's at 350. Soon to be 400 minerals. And look at that timing. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous timing from Deadzerg. Again, both these players very strong macro players. Very strong micro as well. Very interested to see how this one is going to turn out. I will tell you, I don't know who wins this game. I don't watch the games in advance. Again, I knew who it came from, but as I told you, both Neuro and Deadzerg send me losses. So this very easily could be a loss for either one of these dudes. A Cybernetics core on the way for Deadzerg, taking that second assimilator shortly. There it is. Man, look at my Protoss timings are good in the early game, everyone. Probe decides to head on back home before Lings come out and ruin his life. Queen on the way for Neuro. It's time for a queen. There it is. There's the queen. Queen is up. Just has almost enough Vespene gas for that speed, which is going to be next. And speed. Yeah, speed. Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle like that jello. Spawning pool. Whew. So worker count 24 to 21. Good use of the Chrono Boost here by Deadzerg. And now Chrono Boosting out an Adept. Getting Warp Gate Research out of the Cyber Core and a third base on the way for Neuro. Sub 3 minute third here for Neuro. Should be a good one. Again, this is turning into more of a macro style for sure, which is generally what I cast on my channel, right? I do like to do the short games compilation. Sometimes I do sneaky short stuff in front of longer stuff, which I have gotten some good feedback on, so I think I'll try to keep doing that. From time to time, I will not tell you when, obviously, so it is a surprise when it's a short game. But then I don't send you home after 6 minutes. I'll go ahead and tack on another longer game to the end of it so you get your full StarCraft 2 experience. Ling's on the way from Neuro. He's got 6 of them. More gateways coming out of here from Deadzerg. I did watch an analysis of Protoss by a Zerg player today on the All Things Zerg subreddit. And basically what he said was, if you see more than 4 gateways off of 2 base from your opponent Zerg or Protoss, it's going to be a 2 base all in. That's what's going to happen. So, I mean, that was pretty much the case back in Wings of Liberty, back in Heart of the Swarm as well, but it still bears truth. Still bears truth here in Legacy of the Void. So the question is, it is not what we're seeing here from Deadzerg, so likely going to try to expand at some point. He is getting resonating glaives for those Adepts. The Lings are heading out. Speedlings heading on out here, but that's a pretty good wall with 2 Adepts holding it. Another Adept back here. Going to try to take a third. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. You can't take a third. There are Lings on the way, and yeah, they recognize they can't get there. Might as well check this third base, and they do. Hey, free pylon canceled. Probe running away desperately. Lings are like, where are the... There was a probe here a second ago. I know there was. They're just going to hold map control. They're going to basically say, you want to take a third, you got to get rid of us first. It's a good opening by Neuro. He has a lot of Lings on the way, actually. This is very true style out of Neuro. And Mothership Core is here. Can chase away the Lings to some extent. Some Adepts here too. I don't know, Adept Mothership Core enough to stop this thing. Photon Overcharge will be, but that pylon actually has to finish in order for it to be overchargeable. And the Lings, if they move in now, they could get some good work done, but Neuro's attention seems to be elsewhere, and I don't know. He's spreading creep, which is good. But what's he doing? Oh, here he is. Now he's moving in with his Lings. All right, so he's going to try to kill that probe. Does get the probe, and Mothership trying to take down these Lings. There's the Photon Overcharge, and the Lings move the heck on out of there immediately with the Adept support as well. Absolutely. So that Nexus about halfway complete. He's going to send the Adepts out. He's trying to get some harassment done. kind of force something out of Neuro. Again, he's going 26 Lings and a total of 7 Queens from the Zerg player. Lings trying to sneak on in, trying to pick themselves up a probe kill. Can they get it? Nope. Photon Overcharge saving the day. Saving that probe. Adepts, do they want it? They want to go into the creep. They're going to go onto the creep here. Sonic transferring past all the Lings, all the Queens. Lings are here, though. So many Lings are here. Do not finish that, and Deadzerg does not. He recognizes what's going on. Sees a hajillion Lings. And maybe, I don't know, he is going Robotics Facility. Maybe this would be one of the situations where you could go Colossus and be okay with it. This is just so many Lings out of Neuro. He's not actually using them well. I'm going to say he's having a hard time making use of them. I guess as base defense, they're fine, but he has a lot. He has a total of 42 Lings here at the 5-minute mark. He's getting a Baneling Nest. He's getting a Macro Hatch. He is upgrading to a Lair. It's just, he's down 54 to 51 Harvesters. He could have a massive lead if he didn't have so many Lings that he hasn't done much with at all. So here he comes. Sentries and Adepts here for Deadzerg. He recognizes all of the Lings that are out. Force Fields are going to be his friend. Adepts are going to be his friend as well. Making some Immortals not going to be his friend, as they are terrible against Lings. 4th base here from Neuro along this left side. Overlord trying to scout in from Neuro does not have Pneumatized Carapace, and the Lings, I don't know if they can get in there. There's 2 pylons for Photon Overcharge. There's a handful of Adepts, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Adepts. 4 Sentries here, getting more and more energy by the second. I think he's waiting for the Baneling Nest to finish, is what Neuro is doing. Getting +2 melee attack as well. Didn't realize he already had +1. That's great. That's really good. Roach Warren finishing as well. There's that Baneling Nest completion. Is he going to make some Banelings? Is he going to make some Drop Lords? No, he almost turned that into a Drop Lord, then he changed his mind. Did he see a Phoenix? Did I hear a Phoenix out? No, I don't think I did. There's not a Stargate here from our Protoss player, so I'm just hearing things, I guess. Oh, Hallucinated Phoenix is out. Okay, so does check out the 3rd base. Did he scout the 4th base as well? He did. Great scout indeed. It's just the Lings from Neuro aren't doing anything. So Deadzerg hasn't really been able to harass, right? That's fine. But Neuro hasn't either. I mean, we've had 8 Lings and a probe killed so far, 7 minutes into this game. Deadzerg has some choices here. He's going to go Archon. He's got a Templar Archives. That seems like a great choice. Got some cannons up in defensive positions here, dealing against Baneling drops, possibly against Ling drops. I like it. I like cannons to a certain extent. Deadzerg does not seem to be overmaking them, which is great. But Neuro's taking a lead in that worker count, 75 to 68. Lings again for Neuro trying to get in here and cause mischief. But there's a great wall of gateways and a robotics facility along this right side protecting that 3rd. So it's very difficult, I think, for Lings to get in there. If they were Banelings, it'd be a different story. Deadzerg's actually getting Storm, which, again, I like. I like Storm against Terran and against Zerg for the Protoss. It's just Deadzerg needs to get in here and do something. Neuro's already at basically his optimal worker count, and he has 4 bases to the 3 of the Protoss. He's making Ravagers. He's doing pretty much whatever he wants. Creep Tumors everywhere, 8 of them at a time. Infestation Pit coming up as well. Glial Reconstitution, but Deadzerg does have a Warp Prism. Does have a Warp Prism cannon. Going to take down a Scouting Overlord over here at the main. That is all right. Can't argue with that. Overseer just kind of perched over here between the main and the natural for Neuro as well. So that's got to be annoying for Deadzerg. Deadzerg now taking a 4th. Neither of these players are super interested in denying bases of their opponent. Neuro has 14 Banelings and 102 Lings. So it's a very heavy Ling-Baneling composition. He does have some Ravagers. He has 4 Ravagers. He's got Queens. He's got some Roaches, a Hydralisk Den coming up for Neuro as well, and a Hive is on the way. He is basically 172 to 154 total supply, +1 missile attack coming up at the same time. I'd love to see some Archons. I would contaminate, toss down on that robotics facility, slowing the Immortal production. Good force fields, sniping off some of these Banelings before they can do really any damage at all. Not bad. Not bad force fields here. Does he have an Observer with this army? Tell me, Deadzerg, you have an Observer with this army. He doesn't have an Observer with the army. He can't kill these Creep Tumors. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Adepts are going to town back here, though, in Neuro's natural base, killing a ton of drones, but his army's getting surrounded on all sides. Force fields are coming up. Corrosive Biles landing in the middle. There's the recall home. And Adepts are still murdering stuff. That's a lot of dead drones. 13 drones have been killed. Psionic Transfer being used to get on up into the main once again. And boop! Adepts with +1 attack on top of your drones again. Can he get them? Yes, he's going to get them. It's 68 to 56 workers now. The Adepts might be in a lot of trouble, but they forced this entire army back. They did a severe hit to Neuro's economy. That's exactly what they need to do. Queens here trying to deal with the remainder of these Adepts. Can they get any more drone kills? They do get 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, and almost 6 more drone kills. 20 drones killed so far. Army with Archons now for Deadzerg. +1 attack has finished. Archon, Immortal, Stalker, Sentry. I like it. I like what we're seeing. A bit of a late storm there by Deadzerg, but that's A-okay. Archon's in the front. Great storm on those Lings, and those Banelings exploding prematurely. Lings trying to swing from the backside here. Can they? Good blink by the Stalkers. Immortals trying to do what they can. This is just not their element. Ravagers getting killed as well. Somehow, Deadzerg deals with that surround very handily. Still no Observer with his army. A Zealot warp in at Neuro's main. Oh boy, Zealots with +1 attack, just making quick work of all of these drones. Pushing onto the creep. Deadzerg is so brave right now. So darn brave. +2 attack is on the way. Aspire's coming up for Neuro as well as 170 to 118 total supply. Zealot going to town inside the main, killing a Spore Crawler, killing an Evolution Chamber as well. Some more Adepts here inside the natural base of Neuro and getting killed by Lings and Banelings, but the rest of the army for Deadzerg's here at the 4th of Neuro. And the multi-pronged harass by Deadzerg is just impressive to see right now. Banelings crashing on top of Archons, cannot quite kill it. 10 kills on that Archon, 13 kills on that one. Immortals just doing work from the back as they are supposed to do. These Zealots are still doing stuff inside Neuro's main. Are they going to take down this spawning pool before they're killed by? No, because they don't focus it down. More Zealots coming on in, trying to take out a Baneling nest, because why not? At this point, Deadzerg has a 4th base coming up of his own. Again, attacking up the middle. No Observers. Has not killed a single creep tumor in this game, which is so weird. Finally, the Zealots get cleaned up inside the main base by a combination of Roaches, Hydras, Ravagers, and Queens. But continuing to push up here is Deadzerg. Can he take down that 3rd? I don't know why he doesn't have an Observer. It's really freaking me out. Even though I main Zerg and I'm comfortable with this creep, just walking on all this creep just seems so darn terrifying. So he is backing off. He's backing off of the creep now. He's not going to continue this push, at least not without his Templar, of which he has many. He has 8. 8 of them. Whew, 8 Templar is a big number. Warp Prism trying to come back in here again. So Neuro has a Spire, but hasn't made any units from it to this point. So this Warp Prism is going to walk in here free. Huge warping of Zealots here inside the main base. They're going to go after what? They have charge now. They're going to go after all these drones. They're going to go after some Hydras as well. And that's it. A well played from Neuro. Woo! Neuro is defeated and Deadzerg is victorious, winning it for the Protoss today. Yeah, again, I'm going to say it one more time and be done with it. Why did you not have an Observer, Deadzerg? That's so crazy. He's making one now. But he's been walking all over creep and doing a great job of it. I loved the composition. Neuro going for the Ling, Baneling, really heavy thing. Archon's great in that situation, obviously. Templar, fantastic with their Storm too. The Zealots, wonderful. Adepts, wonderful. The continued Zealot Adept warp-ins here at the main base really sunk Neuro. Really sunk him. 32 drones died. Only 1 probe lost its life throughout this entire game. I really felt like for a while there, Deadzerg just kind of left Neuro alone for too long, but in the end, the compositional choices that Neuro made just weren't that great. Deadzerg was able to see what they were, respond to them adequately, win every major fight that he was in, and then just get the harassment on inside the main and eventually force Neuro to tap out. So well done to the Protoss player. Should be happy to see that one there. And that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hekon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Garlow, Alexander Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Kale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.